Ik praat Nederlands. So if you're English speaking, just bear with me for a minute. I'm just gonna explain something in Dutch and then I'll explain it in English. Okay, so don't click away because you can't understand me. Just bear with me. Ik kreeg vorige week een appje van mijn moeder met dat familieleden al een paar keer hadden gevraagd waarom wij filmpjes in het Engels doen. Nou heb ik natuurlijk net iets langer dan 4 jaar in Australië gewoond en ik heb daar gewoon een hele goede vriendengroep waar ik nog steeds echt wekelijks dagelijks contact mee heb. En die kunnen geen Nederlands. Wietse heeft familie in Amerika wonen. En sommige daarvan kunnen ook geen Nederlands. De oude eigenaren van Juanita kijken ook. Die kennen ook geen Nederlands. En in mijn gedachten kent iedereen Engels nog steeds. En dat is niet zo. En daar hebben we niet over nagedacht. Want zelfs mijn eigen moeder begrijpt niet wat we zeggen soms. Dus we gaan... Ik weet nog niet precies hoe. Of we gaan zeg maar half Nederlands, half Engels. Of subtitles, ondertiteling. Of ja, we weten nog niet precies hoe. Maar vanaf nu kunnen jullie dus ook dingen verstaan. Want ik ga gewoon Nederlands praten. So in English, I got a text message from my mom. Family... I have some family members that don't understand English, so they watch my videos, but they don't understand what we're saying. So they were asking why, and I explained I have a lot of friends in Australia, we have people in America, we have people in Canada here that are watching that don't talk Dutch, and we still think that everybody can speak English nowadays, but that's not true. So from now on, our videos will be a mixture of English, Dutch. I hope that won't be too boring. If you have any other ideas or something, please comment. But yeah, I guess we'll just try some things and then we'll see how it goes. Oh yeah. So Wietse was the one that bought this new GoPro, or whichever one it is, because he really wanted to start vlogging and he wanted to share everything from these travels. And look, it's all me that is picking up the camera. Even when I tell him like, here, go film that, he's like, you do it. So he applied for his Australian tourist visa and he got it straight away. So we have 2 thumbs up that we can definitely come to Australia. Het is heel raar om alles in het Engels en in het Nederlands te zeggen. En I feel like, ik denk dat het ook niet heel leuk is om naar te kijken, om naar te luisteren, maar ik weet niet goed hoe ik het anders moet doen. Wietse was degene die deze GoPro, de nieuwe GoPro, heeft gekocht, want hij wou alles filmen en hij wou beginnen met vloggen om alles te delen met jullie. En ik ben degene die steeds alles filmt. Zelfs als ik hem de camera geef en zeg van hier, ga even, I don't know, show him this. He's like, nah, die uit maar. Zo. Hij heeft ook zijn toeristenvisum voor Australië aangevraagd en hij heeft hem ook meteen binnen gehad. Echt binnen een minuut. Zo, we kunnen 100% naar Australië. Want ik zag een nieuwsberichtje voorbij komen dat iemand uit Australië mij stuurde dat COVID weer van groen naar oranje is gegaan daar in Queensland, waar ik woonde. En dat ze een nieuwe piek verwachten voor kerst. En Australië kennende gooien ze het hele land meteen dicht. So fingers crossed. Oké, ik heb ook dit gevonden. Dus als je Nederlands bent en bijvoorbeeld nog mijn oude video's wil kijken. Dit is even de video van vorige week. Je kan hier, als je op CC drukken en dan gaat de ondertiteling aan. En de ondertiteling is Engels, automatisch. Als je op settings drukt en dan gaat naar captions of ondertiteling als je ding in het Nederlands staat. Dan naar auto translate en dan ga je naar bovenaan bij mij Dutch. Dan
yeah, I probably broke my foot, my other foot this time.
Okay, so
really
so the translation is not 100%, but if you do want to watch old videos and you don't fully understand anything, go try it. Als je dat gaat proberen of als je het op die manier kijkt, laat even een comment achter of stuur me een berichtje of stuur Wietse een berichtje met of dat goed werkt en of dat misschien beter is dan dat ik Engels en Nederlands praat. Dat dat misschien te lang duurt allemaal of saai wordt of ja, laat het ons even weten.
because we had so much condensation in the RV and like the windows just dripped. We've ordered a dehumidifier. It's supposed to catch like 500 milliliters a day, or 250 milliliters a day, up to 500 milliliters in the thing. So obviously we had to try it right away, and it's going now. We're still in the parking lot of the London Drugs here, but just checking if it works. Let's hope it does.
So we both ended up working yesterday. I like tried throwing and kicking snow and ice off the netting, and Wietse was like next to the tractor, like getting it rolled up, and we did that for about 2 or 3 hours. And then the tractor driver was like, we might as well stop because there's still too much ice on the netting. Like if it rolls up, it's just too bulky, and then we don't have enough rolls to get the netting on, because only like half of a net is getting on a roll now instead of one net. So we stopped doing that, and then they're probably gonna finish the rest of the netting like next week when everything is just gone. So we ended up moving some netting and rolling up like some nets that could be done by hand and moving them. So we did get some hours yesterday, and that was probably the last work day we had here. We're just gonna wait for our money now that we should get today or tomorrow, and then I guess we're off to Vancouver Island, because I don't want to wait another week and then they're gonna do the netting, but then it's gonna be another week, and then maybe there's snow again, and maybe there's ice again, and then we won't make it to Vancouver Island, and we have to make it to Vancouver to get to an airport, so we're not gonna wait around anymore. We're just gonna go. We just went to town to pick up the dehumidifier, and we ordered a game, and I got a hot water bottle because we don't have these electric heaters anymore when we leave. It should be a bit warmer on Vancouver Island, and it shouldn't snow, and there shouldn't be ice, but you know, you never know, because the weather has been weird this year. All month, the whole month of October that we were working here was already supposed to be like cold weather, and it was still above 20 degrees. It was like hot summer days. And then snow and ice on the start of November. That is not normal either for here, and that is happening, and it has already snowed on Vancouver Island, while everybody told us it hardly ever snows on Vancouver Island, so we're not gonna, you know, get our hopes up. So yeah, that's the plans. And we got some Starbucks. So he just actually came to bring the money. So we're leaving tomorrow because there's rain on the weather forecast here after the weekend, and that means snow up at the mountain pass. So I think we should just leave while the roads are clear and clean, and we're just gonna go straight to Vancouver and take the ferry. No stops in between. Well, we can stop to like eat and go to the toilet, but no like overnight stops. I'm very excited to go like adventuring again, and yeah, just not kind of knowing what you're doing the next day. It was also very nice to just be in one spot for a bit and just, you know, have electricity and water and a toilet and a shower, even though we didn't have a shower the past week. But yeah, it was nice to be in one spot for a bit, but it's also very nice to just go and just have the freedom again. So I am excited. got some wine to take home. We're just at the supermarket now real quick and OK Falls to get some last things. And then we're gonna drive to Princeton. On the webcams all the roads up the mountain pass look clear, but we're gonna drive to Princeton and then check the webcams again, and then we might buy some snow chains there. But yeah, we'll check the webcam and see how the roads are. As long as we're over that mountain, it's all good. We just made it to Princeton and the sun is in my face. The webcams look all clear. We just went to the tourist center to ask just to be sure. But they said it's always just steep and windy and just to take it slow, but the roads look clear, like there's no snow or anything, so I think we'll be good. Vancouver people, what is wrong with you? Who taught you how to drive? What the actual fuck? There have been like just on the highway along like around Vancouver. We're sleeping in Vancouver for tonight and then we're taking the ferry to Vancouver Island tomorrow. But what the fuck? There were like, I think we've seen 3 or 4 accidents along the road and like 150 almost accidents like happening right like in front of us or next to us, or oh my god, I am exhausted from this drive. What the fuck? What do you think of Vancouver?
Fucking shit. We made it to Vancouver Island. On the ferry we saw whales and orcas, so that was pretty cool. So we just went shopping for a little bit, and now we are staying at the Costco. We asked if we could stay here. They said we're more than welcome to stay, so up for a night in the parking lot again.
We made a bit of a plan last night at the Costco parking lot. We had a really good quiet night actually. It is getting pretty cold. It is warmer here, but because we don't have the like electric heaters, it is a lot colder in here. So we made a bit of a plan, and I'll show you when we get there on the map like what our plan is. But right now we're getting gas, we're getting water, so we're ready to go off-grid camping again. We're gonna drive all the way to Tofino, which is on the other side of the island. I booked a really cheap campground for 2 nights. The only cheap campground that I could find. The rest is like 70, 80, 90 bucks. And in Tofino there is no overnight camping like on the streets at the Walmart. It's just not allowed. You will get fined. So and then we have 7 days to drive all the way down to Victoria because we have a concert on the 27th. We made it to the other side of the island. Why is the battery almost? Fucking, it's on 20%. Anyways, we saw on the iOverlander app that there's a Canadian World War II bomber that crashed down in the middle of the woods just after taking off. And it should still be there in really good shape. Okay, so this is the south of Vancouver Island. Here's north, but we're not gonna look at that right now. So we came from, here's Vancouver. We came from Horseshoe Bay and we took the ferry to Nanaimo. The first night we slept in Costco here somewhere. So right now we are like in between Tofino. We are here somewhere. Yeah, here somewhere on the camping. So we drove this highway all the way today. This was all good. The last bit was a bit sketchy, but we made it. So today we did a hike along here somewhere in a national park to the Balmer. And tomorrow we are gonna go south and we are gonna do a hike in the Wild Pacific Trail. We might go look at the salmon here because they say you might be able to see bears. And then in 7 days we have to be down here in Victoria for a concert, and we applied for a job which is in Sydney, and our first day there will be the 3rd of December for about 3 or 4 weeks. So we have about 7 days to now just slowly drive back. There are a few things along the way here, a few hikes that I want to do, some stuff that I want to see, and then we're just gonna drive down, do the concert, and then in between the 27th and the 3rd of December we want to go down to East Park. Apparently there's some really great hikes down there, and there's a great hike here, so do this in those days. And then 3rd of December, if we're gonna get hired, go up to Sydney, and they over there we will be working 4 days in a week and have 3 days off, so, and it'll be night shift too, 10-hour shifts at the Amazon warehouse. So on our free days we can still just do some drives and go do whatever we want. And that is pretty much our plan for Vancouver Island.